Hey guys, welcome back to our Friday preview. Before I'm going to start with your performance on Monday. You did brilliantly well. I'll come to your performance. What happened? You were 2 goals ahead, performing well. After the red card, what happened?
Football happened. It's unfortunate that we lost the match. This is not the first time this man is having a red card. The red cards normally sometimes disorganize the player. So I was not really surprised. Evans got injured in the match. The controversial red card and a lot of things that both the offside goal that happened in the game. So a lot of things happened in the game. I think sometimes this year football has really bet Manchester United, but it's not an excuse for failure. We really slept at the last 9 minutes of the game, but it is what it is. It has come to be.
Do you see Manchester United progressing, or it's the end of the road for Manchester United?
To be honest with you, if they should put in a good performance, they will. But to me, as a Man U fan, I would want them to
prove.
I want them to actually go out from the Champions League. It says that to give us more time to focus on the league.
Okay. Do you see Manchester United performing any miracle?
Yes, according to what you just said that football happens. Football can happen at Turkey. If Manchester United will bring out their best and win Galatasaray, I see them qualifying. But now the qualification now is between Manchester United and Galatasaray, and I think that Bayern Munich will win Copenhagen at Germany. So now the qualification now is between Manchester United and Galatasaray. If Manchester United can win Galatasaray at Turkey, I see them qualifying. But if they draw and lose, I see them ending at the bottom of the table.
Okay. Yeah, before I look into your Chelsea masterclass, as much as we call it masterclass and a whole set of fan base, and you say that was Chelsea's worst performance of the season, but the scoreline says it different.
Yeah, the reason why I say it's the worst performance of the season is that Tottenham was 9 men and they were still threatening to score. It doesn't make sense. If Tottenham when we are playing against the like of Arsenal, Manchester City, that game could have been seen the scoreline 9-1, 8-1, 10-1, 10-1 So because the performance I was not really convinced. I don't know, Pochettino should do something about his boys. At least if they're playing against him and that thing have one man that they should step up and play again. Not they will be feeling as if they're on top of the game. It doesn't make sense. Forget about the scoreline, forget about the 4-1, the 6-1, anything the score is. Right, another problem Chelsea is having is Nicolas Jackson. I think Nicolas Jackson should work on his scoring ability. If not, the team is going to affect him. Nicolas Jackson has the chances of scoring about 6 or 7 goals in that game. I don't know, you went on scoring only 3. It doesn't make sense. You should do something about his scoreline.
Yeah.
Though before the game, I predict that Chelsea is going to win the game and he won. I'm happy for that.
Okay, that's good. There were some controversies in the game, and your manager came out to say, I think this year the referees and the VARs have not been favoring Manchester United. Do you agree with that session?
No, I actually agree with it. When I was watching the ball, when I saw that thing, most people were saying it's red card. Even before the halftime, before I saw some of the analysis in the match, I knew it was not the red card because first of all, he was actually trying to guide his ball, and in as much as he matched the ankle of that guy, but I think what he deserved in that match was red card because it was not an intentional foul. He didn't look where he stepped his leg. Things can happen in football because you can't just lose because of a mistake of a player and just spoil the game because they actually spoiled the game. Even Copenhagen manager said he don't think it was a red card, but it is what it is. It has happened and it has happened. I don't think VAR has really helped Manchester United this season, and it's really affecting us in as much as we are not in good form and we are not doing perfectly well. It's really affecting us this season, and I don't really like it.
Okay, so do you see your manager being sacked in the coming weeks, or do you see him still maintaining the job, or are you building a process like Arsenal did?
Well, one thing with Manchester United fans, I think we are impatient, and I think Tahan needs time. To me, I think he needs time because we can't continue
bringing in and out.
When Arteta took over from Arsenal, the game was even more poor than what we are seeing.
Yes, there was a week, 10 matches, Arsenal lose to 9.
So the game was one poor than what we are seeing in Manchester. I think Manchester United is just one thing that I think is bad. We are more used to winning, and any result that what magic. Football is not magic, so it takes time. And you can see that, and the ball does not even do the back team. If this coach wants this thing, when he comes, his first priority was the job. they went and bring Casemiro. So I think if you can see, the boys are not really helping matters in terms of everything. But I think for me, I think in this time.
Okay. Yeah, before we look into the first Premier League weekend games, what would you say about Tottenham Hotspur? They lost some of their key players against Chelsea. And do you feel Chelsea would have done more than they should, or was that the perfect scoreline for the Premier League?
Chelsea could have done more. I think that match Chelsea could have ended that match with 8 or 9-0, 8 or 9-1 in that game because they had advantage earlier on the game, even in the first half. Because kudos to Tottenham, they really tried. The game was balanced in the first 20-30 minutes before the red card now stepped in, which was due to Christian Melo Keres tackling. So I think they could have done more. And over to Tottenham, I think it's really going to affect them this season. If their coach can be able to win Wolves, I think I'll still give them a credit. But to me, I think this has started a bit of the downfall this season.
Yeah, if Tottenham second goal would have stand, do you see Chelsea mounting a comeback on that game, or Chelsea would have lost?
Well, according to football, goals change this game. If that goal has been 2-0, I don't think that Chelsea would have done anything. But VAR disallowed the goal, and it was an offside. So I don't know. The Chelsea came back and won the game.
How will you rate Arsenal performance in the Champions League so far?
Wow, what I'm seeing right now, Arsenal beating Sevilla home and away. I think that Arsenal is going for the next round, which is round of 16. But after round of 16, I don't know what happens next. But I see them progressing, and I see Arsenal topping the group.
Okay, that was a very beautiful performance from Martinelli. I think it's been a long time a player have driven a single player 8 more times in the Champions League game, and Martinelli was all out for the Sevilla player.
I actually noticed something about Arsenal when you least expected them more to deliver. But at a time like this, I think the game was really good. I've been complaining about. I think Arsenal are quite not good in more Martinelli and Saka, and you can see when they are not in the match, it's really affecting Arsenal. So I think the players should work as a team, not on individual performance constantly, because you can see that it's really affecting their game. We are seeing them the game we expected them to win, sometimes they don't win. So kudos to Martinelli, but I think in that form you should keep it constantly, because sometimes when you need him the most, he does not deliver.
So how do you rate Arsenal chances in the Champions League?
I think Arsenal might actually reach the quarterfinal. They will go above the round of 16.
You don't see them in the semi-finals?
It's kind of very difficult because they are top teams, and I won't actually compare.
But would you consider them among the first best team in Europe right now?
I don't think so.
Do you agree with him on that?
I don't think so.
No, I don't agree with him, because Arsenal has been a fantastic team since last season. So apart from the likes of Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and I will choose Arsenal. I don't think Inter Milan can beat Arsenal. I don't think AC Milan cannot win Arsenal. Paris Saint-Germain cannot win Arsenal right now. So all those teams, when looking at what they are playing, I don't think anyone can match Arsenal currently. Wow. So the only team that I see that can match Arsenal is Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Manchester City. Apart from that, I don't see any other team.
I love your response towards the London rivals. It's very beautiful. Yeah. I think to some sections of fans, they say, if not because of the goal scoring, Declan Rice is also one of the best signing of the season. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, so far as a number 6 player, I think he is best in what he does for Arsenal. Apart from Declan Rice, I don't think that Arsenal have any good midfielder in that way. Apart from Odegaard is not stable, Odegaard is already injured. So I think apart from Jude Bellingham, I think Declan Rice is the second most best signing so far this season.
Would you accept with the Arsenal fans who call Declan Rice a Rolls Royce because he has been everywhere in the pitch?
To be honest with you, I think he's giving his best. His best has been producing results so far. So I agree with them.
That was a player Manchester United should have gone for. What happened?
Not just only us. I mean, we dropped. I think we dropped when it was 100 million. We are going when it was 60, 70 million. So even Chelsea have to pull out and go for Casado. The Man City has to trigger it, and maybe it was a kind of setting you guys off to go and buy it. So he's a very good player. I think for so far he has delivered what they signed him for, but he still need more, because if he doesn't perform in the second quarter of the season, there will still be fans backing him.
Okay, would you say it's the best signing in the Premier League?
Yeah, so far I think I will go with that.
Okay, first one.
No, I disagree.
Okay, who's the signing of the Premier League?
So far, I will go for Jeremy Doku.
Wow, that's quick.
That's too quick to them.
No, it's so bad. No. If you want my work rate. We are talking about the
one of the best performers of the Dugo was just last week.
So far, you can go apart from the Bournemouth giving 4 assists and scoring goals. No,
you have different way to play. You have different way to play. It's just starting. Yeah. So by the time this is not about
you made a statement that the best time is so far. So I choose.
Okay, to
I choose Gremidugo so far.
I don't disagree with you too, though, because given the fact that Gremidugo just came alight against Bournemouth.
I don't think so.
We didn't see him.
That means you know what Man City games.
No.
That's true. You know what Man City can't say that.
We didn't see him against Arsenal. When they came into the game trying to change to do something. We didn't see him against even mind trying to score.
To work on his birthday.
We played.
Yes. It
against Lucas, but you guys had a lot of time to come back to them. So if the Liverpool was as good as he said, you could have done something in the next 5 minutes.
Yes.
You are still playing because you are still the likes of what is this guy's name in Bayern? This is their super striker. This guy, this Cameroonian striker. Chipoma, you are seeing him score a hat-trick in 10 minutes or 5 minutes. When he comes in the second half, so it happens. So he's still ready to give
this is two people's opinion. You choose the rice. You can't sometimes my own opinion.
Sorry, I choose. Not like we are not saying your opinion is not valid. We are just trying to tell you that this is our own opinion, and
this is my own opinion.
I want to give you the statistics from our own point of view why we do not see him as the signing of the season so far.
There's still more time to come.
The reason why I actually, if he is actually being a better player than Declan Rice, I would have actually said he is. I'm not actually maybe quite biased and maybe actually something different.
No, I didn't say he's a better player than Kara. I didn't say so.
Okay.
You said signing so far.
I think the reason why I have not rated this performance so highly is because it's just against Bournemouth.
I'm second. I didn't show you why he's a big team. I'm second. They don't play the same position of him. So that is it.
Yeah. Okay. The first one, the quick one. Wolves will be hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Do you see Wolves mounting a good win at home to a Tottenham team that looks quite uncomfortable at the moment because of their players?
I don't think it's uncomfortable because Madison injury. I don't think it's a serious injury. I think Madison will come back against Wolves.
Okay.
The way I'm seeing it. So if Madison is in that team, where they will be having Shina is their defense and their number 3, which is Udegi and Mr. Romero is not in that team. And both of them are key.
And actually, a player went out injured.
So that game, Wolf lost their last game. I think that game is going to be a very difficult game. I'm sorry for a draw.
Do you agree with him?
I will go with a Wolves win because you know one thing about Lizzie has a momentum. Winnie also has a momentum. Because you can see the Fulham game I won last week. We actually went to the Copenhagen with a good morale.
It showed.
So now, and a manager won't want to risk Madison because there are still lots of games to play. They have not even more than half of the season. So if he's actually going to risk Madison in that game, there might be chances that Wolves are very physical. There might be chances that he might actually get a knock or get injured in that match. So I think Wolves are going to actually play against Wolves. Man City has played against Wolves and they lost. You know that Wolves are a very good side when it comes to big team.
Yeah.
So if you haven't played them this season, you think that maybe the only problem they have is that
they are go finishing.
They are go finishing and inability for them to. Once they see their maybe let me say equal mates, they can't just. But against Tottenham, I think they will produce a good result.
So and you don't see Tottenham Hotspur mounting something like, since we lost, we need to put back some.
I actually see it, but we haven't seen the team news so far as you're talking currently. But if the team news maybe at the end of the day and
Madison is
out and
it might be difficult for them because the creativeness will not be there. Okay, Manchester United will be hosting Luton Town. Luton Town quietly say most of the weakest team in the Premier League, but they actually stopped your rival, Liverpool.
Every game has its own momentum. Like what you say, you can see them still coming to Old Trafford, giving us 3-0. You can still come and we still actually win them. But the fact that Luton has not been really impressive this season, even Chelsea won them 3-0. So the fact that they managed to get a draw against Liverpool doesn't mean that they are back.
No.
So we as much as they need the point, and Eric has something to prove. So in as much as our performance are not good, I told you this is I don't want the performance, I just want 3 points.
Okay.
Anyhow, Manchester United to just come out, I just want 3 points in that game. That's my own. I go with a win for mine.
Okay, what's your prediction on Manchester United?
I can't you have already said it. I will still go with Manchester United winning the game, but it's not a convincing win. I don't see Manchester United thrashing Luton 4-0 or 5-0. But I don't know if the football happen. You can see maybe before that 10 minutes, Manchester United can be scoring them 2 goals to nothing. So, but I will go with Manchester United.
Yeah, Arsenal will be hosting Burnley. Do you see like a scoreline that looks like a cricket or something different? A tough match for Arsenal.
One thing I like Arsenal is that if Arsenal meet all these average, they beat them so easily, and they don't even think about scoring them 1 or 2. They brush them off. I see Arsenal brushing Burley. I think that Vincent Company. I think that this game he will decide his fate. I think that the club is giving him some time to see if he do something. I don't think that Vincent Company is proving anything yet, and I think Arsenal will beat them.
Do you accept with his prediction that Arsenal will demolish Burnley?
I actually go with you. I don't think this company has anything to prove anymore. He has been giving lots of games, and it's been an ability for a manager to during a preseason. You have time to test most of the players. Most of his players he sent away actually are doing well. You can see the likes of Wolves is doing well where he is. So now he needs a striker. He's not able to convert most of his chances, and it's really affecting him. So I don't see him getting any result in against Arsenal unless football happens. So it's normally it can happen, but I don't see him getting a result. I'm going with a comfortable win for Arsenal.
Okay, back to you. There's a question I wanted to ask you. Your new signing, which is the striker, I'm having a hard time pronouncing his name. He loves scoring in the Champions League.
Where even in the Premier League, he hasn't been given the chances. You can see most of he's a striker. I think he has this similar quality with Erling Haaland. But just that the only difference he knows how to control the ball more than Erling Haaland. So you can't have a striker you don't give him pass and expect him to score goal.
So will he be going for something that is commonly called in the Premier League when you don't score goal, they give you 006, 007 and all that?
I think he has passed that 007 era.
Because he has not scored in the Premier League.
So far he has played more than
7 matches.
8 matches. So because the first 3 or 4 matches.
So do you see him cleaning up that 0-0?
He's going to get goals. Your mind just needs to find. He's a very good striker. I'm very happy we had someone like that. Yeah. You just need our wingers to be able to read his game. You can see most of the assists he has gotten this season are from the midfield or even from the defense. So you can't have 2 wingers and they are not giving the striker.
Some biased fans are saying he plays better at night. Don't like maybe he's an albino.
No. I don't think so. Let me say something about in Holland. One thing I like that guy. He's a good player, both on his feet, and he's a hold up in manner. I really wish to have somebody like him. And I think that guy could have scored more than 30 Premier League goals so far. Forget about Jackson scoring 5 Premier League goals. Jackson could have competing for high goals. Let Chelsea have a good finisher. Because I know that
you create chances
a lot of times. I don't know if the manner will not convert the goal. What Manchester United is lacking is creativity. Even Bruno Fernandes right now is not even
creative.
Yes, not even, that guy is a good player. I think if that guy was Manchester City, he could have been scoring goal like in Haaland. So what Manchester United is for? What Manchester United need now is Bruno, for Bruno to bring back to step up his creativity. I think this weekend that record will break. I think he's going to score.
Just like I fondly know, you have been called Wilson. Why don't you actually put the call to Manchester United? Your brother should put the call to Manchester United.
No, because I've watched Holland very well. He's a very good player.
Okay, you see that your partnership with him can flourish Manchester United for goals?
Yes, because when Manchester United they're not playing, they're playing all of them.
Okay, we hope in the future your brother will put the call to Manchester United, but to actually sign you to help Manchester United. their creativity, because you look more into the game to see that their creative force is not working.
Yes,
I hope all of us will laugh after this. I hope all of us will laugh after this. I'm not laughing at this because I know they are playing a tough time. But if you look at us,
No, it's a number. But I know Arsenal is going to win. That's why I'm not stressed about it, but I know we are going to win. I just want Arsenal to win. Then I can come actually and say things about them. I just want them to win.
Okay.
Yes. Because we are now becoming used to winning, like the team of the old. Because it's actually stated your win against Tottenham Hotspur
It's always like that.
Arsenal are still the team undefeated who went undefeated in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So I think that record is what we cherish, even if
Once the record is going to be broken, it might not be nice, might not be now.
We are still Arsenal is the only team who's going to break it. I think the team who was close to break that record was Chelsea. Jose Mourinho, the masterclass, and lost to I think
only once.
I think which team beat him?
I don't think
that was not supposed
to. They conceded only 15 Premier League goals.
That was a very strong Chelsea side. But fast forward, Crystal Palace will be hosting Everton. A very dicey game for me. What about?
I think that Everton is stepping up. Each of their game. I think that game I will go for Everton to win. I don't think Crystal Palace is going to win Everton that game.
I agree with you because I think Everton has one of games. After they play Crystal Palace, they play. I think it's other.
One other team before Chelsea.
So they have a very long road there. I think this game that they should win it and get a point, and maybe they don't know how.
Yes.
Yeah, Bournemouth will be hosting. What I call them the high flyers, Newcastle, but they have actually been quite convincing.
That game is going to be a very difficult game for Newcastle. I will not give Newcastle 100% win in that game. No, Bournemouth has not been good. Yes, but this is Bournemouth ground. Their ground is a very difficult place to go, and Newcastle have lost so many of their key players. I don't think that game is going to be a very difficult game for Newcastle. And secondly, Eddie Howe is going back to his former side. That game is going to be a very difficult game. I think that game I was sorry for it, but I don't think Newcastle.
What's your final prediction?
Well, Newcastle, in as much as I gave them a high tip against Dortmund, maybe due to loss of injury and the team performance, they really didn't deliver. So Bournemouth is like a community stadium, which is in Northern Forest. It's very difficult to win there. You find it difficult. They know. I think most of their balls in that game is long pass. They and most of them counter. So I think if Newcastle don't step up their game, they're going to lose that game.
Yes, exactly.
It might be a surprising high score of 2-0, 3-0. But they should step up their game, and I'm going with a draw in that match.
Okay, a quick one to the Sunday games. Aston Villa will be hosting Fulham. You who love Aston Villa, that love to give them a good record. Do you see them flying high?
Though before this start, there's one thing I always say, because I've already assessed so many EPL teams, the people that did well last season and their performance this season. I think this season Fulham is not doing well. Fulham has not been convincing. They have not been winning games. They have been struggling with their games, and Aston Villa has been flying. Aston Villa have not lost that game until last week. Nottingham Forest. It goes to nothing. That game, I don't think that Fulham will win that game. I know Fulham lost to Manchester United and Aston Villa lost to Nottingham Forest. I think Aston Villa would like to bounce back from their loss against Nottingham Forest. I will go for Aston Villa winning.
Do you accept with him?
I actually go for Fulham winning because I've really watched that game this season, and the performance
is encouraging
to me. Just that the goals are not coming. If you watch them against Manchester United are struggling. I think throughout the second half, the first half it was a bit better. So we are struggling throughout the first half before a lucky chance. We have always beaten them this season with a lucky chance. It has been occurring for the past two or three seasons. So I think they are going to get a good performance against
Aston Villa
since they are home. Emery is not really confusing because when you expect him to do much, he disappoints. Since after he stopped scoring his 5 goals, maybe I don't think. Maybe let me say the Europa is actually also affecting, or because in a conference league, conference league is actually affecting him. So these players are not machines, so they need rest too. So I'm going with a
Fulham win. Yeah, meaning you're actually putting Fulham to win Aston Villa at Villa Park.
Yes.
Wow, that's very huge of a prediction. Brighton will be hosting Sheffield United, your beloved team.
3-0.
Okay, do you accept it too? That was very fast from him.
See, forget about Sheffield United beating Wolves last week. I don't think they will match the team style, the team of
The high intensity.
Yes.
But we have sorry before you say something. We have seen teams that can defend go to Brighton and beat them very well.
No, I saw it last season, just like Everton. Everton beat them by 4 goals to nothing last season. This season here, I know that Brighton, there's something about Brighton. Brighton has a team. It's not about the players. This team is already there. So I don't think that Sheffield, they are trying to build momentum, but I don't think that they will sit around.
Do you agree with him?
Well, football isn't being played in the mat.
It's been played in the field.
And the fact that the way he says something about Brentford last year and Sheffield beat them. So I told you winning and losing has a momentum in game. And in as much as Brighton has been good, they still disappoint when you expect them to win as much as they could. But I'm not giving them that 100% winning there. I think Sheffield may actually come out with the results if they compose themselves and play well and get a draw. I don't see Sheffield winning Brighton.
Okay. I think to my own quick prediction in that, I think I see Sheffield United beating Brighton because I've seen the smaller things. When they play Brighton, the easy way they can easily win them,
they can
defend well, counter well, and I think Sheffield United have shown us they can actually do that. They can actually do that. So I feel your beloved team might be losing this week. Yeah, Liverpool will be hosting Brentford at the Carroll Stadium, as I call it, Anfield. What is your prediction?
That game is a very difficult game. I can't just write off Brentford, but the reason why I'm giving Liverpool winning because of the Anfield factor. Because of the Anfield factor. But I think that was last season. I don't think Liverpool won that. They played a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, so and they were not convincing.
Yes. But this season they don't have Evantoni. What they have is only Mbemo and Wissa. It's going to be a very long and difficult game for Brentford. I think Liverpool is going to win it.
Do you agree with him?
I think that game is kind of really difficult. But since I think Liverpool normally do win in Anfield. So I know to get even a win or a draw in Anfield, you need to be very strong. It's very hard. It's very hard to get a win there. So I think Brentford has showed us class so far when they played a big team. Most good teams they have won.
Okay, you wouldn't go for a draw?
I'll not go for a draw.
You see Liverpool winning?
I see Liverpool winning.
Okay, I see Liverpool playing a draw. The first one, West Ham will be hosting Nottingham Forest. Quite a tough game or strong, dicey for me.
Well, I'll go with the West Ham win.
Kudos have been performing sensational.
Yes, they've been performing well. I think he has really entered in, so there's no more. Unless Nottingham Forest is a very stubborn side to climb.
Okay.
So I'll go with the
What's your quick prediction, please?
I'll go with West Ham win.
Okay, that's the prediction. A fast one to Chelsea, Man City. But before we talk about Chelsea, Man City will be hosting Liverpool next week. But before we go on to that next week, which is not now, do you see Liverpool and Man City trying to win their games heading over to that clash?
I think after this week is going to be an international break. International break carries.
Yes, international break.
International break carries so many things. Chelsea Man City is again that this is a new manager, a new set of players, so anything can happen. I know that Chelsea right now they're in the process of building team, so they are not yet they are not yet there to play Manchester. But you can't just write them. You can't just write that Man City is going to thrash them 4-0, 3-0. No, I don't buy that. But if I go for a win, I'll go for Manchester City beating us.
Wow, that's a very strong call. But I know you're always not a biased fan. Do you accept with him that Manchester City will ring them at home?
The fact is that everybody knows who Man City is. When you play them, you need to calm your head down. You need to avoid mistakes and you need to be focused. If Chelsea can give us the performance that they're giving us in the top four teams this season, I think they will get something. I'm not saying it's a win. At least the scorer will not be embarrassing. If Chelsea can even play 2-1, they will be comfortable and say, okay, yes. Is getting there and something like this. Not that maybe getting the score line like mine, it is 4-0 something like that. So, in as much as it's very difficult for Chelsea to win, I'm not giving out on them because I've seen their performance this season. When you least expected them to do, they will deliver. So, I think that game will be a good game, a 2-1 win over Chelsea.
Okay, because of time, we actually will try to close up now. But I actually see Chelsea trying to show us their credibility, trying to show us their infield possession, that they did very well against Tottenham Hotspur, and being at home and trying to hold on to that momentum. I see Chelsea trying to win Man City, to actually show that they're back as the Blues. I think I'm being a Blues fan this weekend, and I want Chelsea to show that to the Blues on the pitch.
It wasn't much. It wasn't much. You could have said this.
Last week I was also a Chelsea fan, and actually supporting them to go win.
The problem with Arsenal fans are like coming to the game like Nigeria. You just don't win your own match. What are the hell you draw? You lose.
I know.
That's Nigeria. So easy win now, guys. Okay, full match which every one of us thought you guys are going to win. As then of drawing.
No, let them come now. We'll kill them. Yeah, because of time, we have to close the shop here. I'd love to have you guys next week. We love you. Bye.